And welcome back for Game 2 of today's doubleheader featuring the Berea College Mountaineers and your Averett University Cougars. Averett managed to take Game 1 by a final of 5-1 as Averett improved to 7-30 overall in the year, 4-18 in the USA South, while Berea drops to 9-27, 3-19 in the USA South. We're going to head to Game 2 now as it looks like the Cougars are just getting ready to take the field over here off to our left. So we'll introduce the starting lineups for Game 2 first for the Cougars. Leading off the center fielder, number 10, Zach DiCarlo. Batting second, the catcher, number 16, Chase McKinney. The shortstop, number 5, Ryan Traylor, batting the 3-hole. Brandon Hatcher is going to get the start today at second base, batting in the cleanup spot. Corey Wall will take over again at third base, hitting fifth. The designated hitter, number 15, Dante George, bats sixth. A.J. Hart's going to play first base this game and bat seventh. The left fielder, number 30, Hunter Collins, is going to get his first start of the year in left field. And then Andrew Lancaster will bat ninth and play right field. And on the mound for the Cougars today in Game 2 will be the senior right-hander, number 31, Matt Tuggle. And across the way for the Berea College Mountaineers, the center fielder, Ty Williams, will lead things off. Second baseman, T.C. Eads, will bat second. The shortstop, number 11, Tanner Crow, will bat third. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 17, Logan Gayhart. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 4, Andrew Akins. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 15, Cambridge Dacey. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 13, Nicholas Bottom. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 10, Zachary Bryce. Batting ninth and doing the catching, number 9, Seth Wallingford. And on the mound in Game 2 for the Mountaineers will be number 21, Josh Wilson. Tuggles enters today 0-4 on the year. Has pitched well, though. Record isn't exactly fitting to how the right-hander has pitched. Limited quite a bit during the beginning of the year due to an arm injury. But Tuggle does enter with the best ERA on the team at 3.67. Made 9 appearances this year, 7 complete games. Does have a save. Pitched 34 in the third innings while striking out 22 batters. Holding opposing batters to 264 on the year as we're about to get underway as the center fielder Ty Williams is going to step in for his first plate appearance of Game 2. First pitch here from Tuggle. It'll be a fastball called strike. 0-2 offering here from Tuggle. As that's also going to be called a strike. Tuggle jumps out 0-2 here on Williams. Tuggle is the ace of the Cougar staff here. Pitching Game 2, electing on senior day to get the start at first base. As he's going to throw a breaking ball, call the ball off the outside corner. Great 0-2 delivery there by Tuggle. Wall will get the start again in Game 2 at third base. Hunter Collins will get his first start of the year in left field. As that's going to be swung on, popped up back down the third baseline. Wall's going to range over. He'll pull that in for the first out of the inning. It will go as a foul out to third base for the first out. That's going to bring up the second baseman, number 2, T.C. Eads. Hart getting his first start of the year at first base. Normally a left fielder for the Cougars, but on senior day, Coach Fleming opting to let the seniors play the positions they'd like to play. As that first pitch is going to be fouled off. DiCarlo comes into center field for Winston, getting the start. Speedster out there as the two of those guys together going to make a dynamic pair in the future going forward as Lancaster, after being replaced in Game 1, will come back in. He's swinging a hot bat today. He'll get the start in right field. Brandon Hatcher, normally the Cougars' third baseman, he'll slide over to second base for this game. And then Chase McKinney, the veteran backstop, he'll get the start behind the plate. Eads steps in, 0-1 offering. As that's fouled back. Wind still blowing here. As you can see, the screen blowing in from center field. Normally it blows out. 0-2 offering from Tuggle. Hit out back behind second base. Hatcher ranges back and makes an excellent play for the second out here in the inning. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 11, Tanner Crow, for his first plate appearance here. First baseman Logan Gayhart waits on deck. Tuggle's 0-0 delivery here. Swung on, fouled off. Tuggle really commanding the strike zone here through the first inning, throwing 7 pitches, 6 for strikes. His one ball being on an 0-2 count slider off the outside corner. 0-1 offering here from Tuggle. Breaking pitch called a strike. Another breaking pitch off the outside corner. Going to put the count here at 1-2. Tuggle looking to make quick work here of the Mountaineers in the top of the first inning. 1-2 offering. Fastball swung through and missed. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Tuggle. We head to the bottom of the first inning. DeCarlo, McKinney, and Traylor will lead things off for the Cougars when we return.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. As Zach DeCarlo steps into the box for his first plate appearance. He'll face Josh Wilson. Wilson got the start in right field back in game 1. Wilson, 5'10", 160 pounds senior out of Waynesburg, Kentucky. Left-hander. He'll face DeCarlo. As that first pitch is going to be swung through and missed. DeCarlo enters 44 bats on the year, does have 5 runs and 5 hits, has hit a home run, as that pitch is going to miss outside for a ball. He's the count here at 1-1. That's going to be swung on, fouled off down the line. Wilson enters today 2-6 on the year, has made 10 appearances, 8 starts, 40 in the third innings, has struck out 27. Opponent's hitting .330 off the left-hander. 0-1 offering to DeCarlo. It's going to be a fastball high, taken for a ball. 2-2 offering here to DeCarlo, fouled off. Two offering here again to DeCarlo. It's going to be a breaking ball dropped just off the outside corner. It's going to move the count here to 3-2. As the 3-2 offering is going to be a called strike 3. That's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the first innings. That's going to bring the junior catcher Chase McKinney to the plate.
Now batting number 16, Chase McKinney.
Kinney steps in for his first plate appearance here in Game 2. Got the start back in Game 1 as he takes that pitch for a ball. That's going to be called strike on the outside corner. That's going to be swung on, hit out to Crow at shortstop. He's going to fire across the diamond to Gayhart and get McKinney here for the second out here in the bottom of the first inning. That will bring the shortstop, number 5, Ryan Traylor, to the plate. Traylor hit .337 on the year. Singled on his first plate appearance back in Game 1. As that's going to be swung on, fouled off back down the line. A 1 offering to Traylor. That's going to be fouled back. Quickly down 0-2 here. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. As that's going to be hit out, popped up behind second base. As that's going to be pulled in by Eads for the third out here in the bottom of the first inning. Both teams go down 1-2-3. The first inning as we head to the top of the second inning. Score remains 0-0 when we return. And welcome back as the first baseman, number 17, Logan Gayhart, steps in for his first plate appearance. He steps in to face Tuggle. Tuggle's first pitch, called the ball, up in the zone. One 0 offering here from Tuggle. Swung on, hit out to left field. Collins comes in, calls off the center fielder, and he'll pull that in for the first out here in the top of the second inning. That will bring up the designated hitter, number 4, Andrew Akins. Akins came in as a defensive replacement back in Game 1 in the third inning. He took over behind the plate for the Mountaineers as he'll face Tuggle for the first time today as that gets in for a called strike. A 0-1 offering here. Fouled off down the line. O2 offering here from Tuggle. Let's see if he goes to the slider. Sticks to the fastball. Called strike 3, outside corner. Great location there on an 0-2 offering as he'll pick up his second strikeout of the game, as that will bring up the third baseman, number 15, Cambridge Dacey, for his first plate appearance of the day. Dacey steps in, hit .243 on the year. And 107 at-bats, does have 26 hits, 1 double and 1 triple, as Tuggle's 0-0 offering is going to be a call strike. 2 quick outs here in the top of the second inning. Tuggle up 0-1 here on Dacey. As he's going to take that for strike 2. Tuggle finds himself ahead 0-2. See if he elects to go back to the outside corner with that 2-seamer, or if he elects to throw a breaking pitch off the plate. Does stick to the slider as that gets fouled off into the dugout. Good job there by Dacey to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. Offer here from Tuggle. Breaking pitch swung on, hit back up the middle. That's going to go down as a 2-out single here for the Mountaineers. Good piece of two strike and 2-out hitting by Dacey there, as that gives way for the left fielder, number 13, Nicholas Bottom. Bottom stepping in for his first plate appearance of the year, or of the day. Hit .207 on the year and 121 plate appearances. Does have 25 hits and 5 doubles. Does have the team tie for RBIs with 21 as he takes that for a called strike. Bottom getting the start in left field for Game 2. As Eads got the start back in Game 1. That's going to be swung through and missed. Tough play there as Bottom's kicking himself as that was going to run inside and possibly hit him, but looked like he's bat went around trying to get out of the way on that one. As Tuggle ends up 0-2 here with 2 outs. Runner takes off. That's going to be hit down the third baseline. They're going to call it foul, but Wall's going to fire across as ball nearly hit Bottom on the throw. Count remains here 0-2 to Bottom. Bryce Zachary waits on deck should Bottom reach here with 2 outs. Top of the second inning. 0-2 delivery. Breaking pitch. Call the ball. Stopped there by McKinney. Berea mixing it up here in Game 2 as it looks like three or four new guys will enter the lineup and several position changes. And that's going to be fouled off down the third baseline. Berea hanging tough here, top of the second inning. 2 tough at-bats back-to-back. As Tuggle has pitched well through the strike zone. 26 pitches on the day, 22 strikes. That 1-2 offering, is going to get down in the dirt for a ball. Tuggle a little frustrated himself on that one, as probably wanted it a little bit more up in the zone. Dacey leads off first. 2-2 offering here. Fastball swung through, strike 3. That would be the third strikeout of the game for Tuggle. As Berea puts a runner on first base, but Tuggle battles back to strike out 2. Score remains 0-0 when we head to the bottom of the second inning when we return. Hey, welcome back. As Josh Wilson heads out for his second inning of work. He'll face Brandon Hatcher here for the Cougars to open the bottom of the second inning.
Number 2, Brandon Hatcher.
Hatcher getting the start today at second base in game 2. Enters hitting .225 on the year, 71 plate appearances, does have 16 hits, 2 doubles, and has driven in 4 runs on the year. Does have 5 walks. Offering here from Wilson. Fastball runs off the outside corner. Call the ball. A lot of cloud cover rolling in here from Owen Fulton Field as that's going to get fouled off down the line. Even the count here at 1-1. Game 1 was partly cloudy. I think a high of 66 degrees. But game 2 temperatures dropped to about 60. The sun's not beating down, so it's not close to 80 degrees in the press box anymore. But as that pitch gets down low in the dirt, push the count here to 2-1. 2-1 offering here to Hatcher. Going to be swung out, hit out to Crow at third shortstop. He's going to fire over to Gayhart at first base, and that will go down as the first out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Cougars, number 9, third baseman, Corey Wall. Sorry, I had to break it out a little bit.
Wall steps in, hitting .194 on the year. Did have 2 hits back in game 1. As he takes that for a called strike inside corner. And he fouls that one back. Fall downs 0-2 here in the count. Wilson does have good movement here from a lefty. Typically, that's what you see from lefties, as typically strong two-seam action with the breaking ball. As that gets fouled back. Catcher gives chase, but is going to get back over the press box. O2 offering here to Wall. As that's going to be swung through and missed for the second out here in the bottom of the second inning. As the designated hitter number 15, Dante George, will step to the box for his first plate appearance of game 2. George hitting .197 on the year. Two outs here. Bottom of the second inning. First pitch here to George. That's going to be a ball low, taken in the zone. .1-0 offering to George. His home plate umpire is going to call that low again. Like he was just below the knees. It's the 2-0 offering here. That's going to be a called strike. Right down the middle. 2-1 count here to George. As that's going to be swung on by George. Hit down the third baseline. Third baseman Cambridge Dacey gave a good chase to it, but managed to dive, and it just landed just outside the glove for the second strike of the bat. So that's going to even the count here at 2-2. A lot of foul territory range here at Owen Fulton Field, as Dacey had to go probably 110 feet for that one, but just enough tail on it and spin that it got out of the reach. 2-2 offering here to George, as that's going to be swung through and missed. That will be the third strikeout of the game for Wilson as well, as we head to the top of the third inning. Score remains 0-0 when we return. And welcome back as the right fielder, number 10, Bryce Zachary, will step in for his first plate appearance. We just got word from Cary, North Carolina, that the Averett University softball team, after picking up Game 1 on Thursday, got postponed Game 2 after in final innings due to darkness, as that's going to be swung on, hit out to shortstop to Trailer. Trailer fires across to Hart at first base for the first out here in the top of the third inning. That will bring up the catcher, number 9, Seth Wallingford. Wallingford came in as a defensive replacement at second base back in Game 1. But as we were talking about, Averett and William Peace tied 5-5 the other day at the end of 9 innings. Had to come back today and play the top of the 10th inning. Cougars were managed to hold the Pacers scoreless, and then Zemiah Mangum lifted as that's going to be called strike, lifted a sacrifice fly that scored freshman Hannah Thompson for the game-winning run, so the Cougars managed to hang on to a 6-5 win. They'll head down to LaGrange next week, as that's going to be taken for a strike as well. Pushes the count here to 0-2 to Wallingford. I know my colleagues and I up here, we head down to LaGrange next week, and we'll be running softball, so much looking forward to just watching the Averett University Cougars in action down there. As that's going to be fouled back down the first baseline. Hart's going to give chase, but that's going to get out of play. Want to give congratulations to Coach Natalie Reekle in her first season on the club. 25 wins this year. They're going to head to their first playoff or conference tournament under her, as that's going to be held up by Wallingford, taken for a ball. It's going to put the count here to 1-2. One out here, 1-2 count. It's going to be fouled back, out of play. As mentioned, Tuggle really has commanded the strike zone early in this one. Theme throughout the day for the Cougars. As when they do pitch for strikes, they do have a chance to win games. As that's going to be taken, strike 3, outside corner. That will be Tuggle's 4th strikeout of the game. Be the second out here in the top of the third inning, as that will bring up the leadoff hitter, center fielder number 1, Ty Williams, for his second plate appearance after flying out to foul territory to the third baseman to open the first inning. Tuggle, 35 pitches so far through 2 2/3 innings. That's going to be taken for a strike. 0-1 offering here from Tuggle. Fastball in the dirt, evens the count 1-1. Tuggle laughing a little bit out there on the mound as that one got away a little bit. 1-1 offering here. Fastball up in the zone, called a ball. Like Tuggle really reached back on that one. Stops for a second, regains his composure. 2-1 offering here to Williams. That's taken high as well, as Williams has worked the count back to 3-1 after being down 0-1. The 3-1 offering here to Williams. Swung on, hit out to Trailer at short. Trailer's going to have to fire across hard. Dug out by Hart, and that will go down as the third out. Great play there by Trailer. Took a tough hop there as Williams does get down the line well, but quick job getting it out of his glove and a strong arm to fire across to Hart for the ending 6-3 ground out. We head to the bottom of the third. Score tied 0-0 when we return. And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the third. Senior number 8, first baseman A.J. Hart is going to take over and lead things off here for the Cougars. Hart dug one out to end the top of the third inning just before we went to break. Josh Wilson, he's going to return for his third inning of work, sitting at 26 pitches for the game. Hart steps in. First pitch called a strike on the outside corner. Both pitchers have pitched effectively for the first two. Tuggle through 3, Wilson through 1. As that's going to run off the outside corner, even the count here at 1-1. As that's going to be swung through and missed. Runs the count here to 1-2. Hunter Collins waits on deck, as that's going to run high, even the count here at 2-2. Both teams hitless so far through 2 innings. As that's going to be hit back up the middle. Correction, Berea does have 1 hit on the day, as that's going to be the Cougars' first hit, as that's going to be a single up the middle, no out leadoff single. That's going to bring the left fielder Hunter Collins to the plate for his first plate appearance of the year. Collins steps in. Hart leads off first, held on by Gayhart, as that's going to be taken low for a ball. Hart leads back off first. Collins at the plate. Takes that off the outside corner for a ball. Cougars looking to put runners on here, bottom of the third inning. Looking to give Tuggle some run support, as he has pitched well through 3 innings. As that's going to be hit out to right field. Bryce Zachary really ranged over for that one, as he read that well off the bat, as it looked like he was probably going to get down behind the second baseman for a hit. But good job there by Zachary to range over and grab that, as that's going to bring up Andrew Lancaster to the plate for his first plate appearance of Game 2. Had 2 hits back in Game 1. Lancaster hitting .231 on the year. Puts a charge into that. That's going to get through the left side. Hart's going to go up 90 feet to second base. Cougars are going to have runners on first and second here with 1 out, bottom of the third inning.
Returning to the top of the order, number 10, Zach DeCarlo.
As that's going to bring up the center fielder, number 10, Zach DeCarlo. Would not be surprised to see the Cougars opt for a sacrifice situation here, pushing runners to second and third, as a bunt down the line has a chance to be a base hit, as DeCarlo probably has arguably the most speed on the team aside from Vadano. Lancaster leads off first, not held on. Hart small lead off second. DeCarlo does square around. Wilson fires over to first base. That's going to go down as a sacrifice bunt to the pitcher, but DeCarlo does do his job, moving the runners up 90 feet here. As Chase McKinney walks to the plate, 2 outs here. Runners on second and third, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting number 16, Chase McKinney.
McKinney hit .267 on the year, as he's going to call time and step out. McKinney grounded out to shortstop back in the first inning. Steps in, looking to put the Cougars ahead here, as a base hit will score 2. Lancaster does run well, will be off on the crack of the bat, as that's going to miss high for a ball.
You need anything from Subway or something? What type of snack you want? You want candy, chips?
1-0 offering here to Wilson. Taken for a ball on the outside corner. Going to push the count here to 2-0. Kenny being patient at the plate here, looking for a pitch to do some damage with. Base knock in the gap will score 2 runs as the runners will be off, as I mentioned, on the crack of the bat. And that's going to be fouled off, popped down the first baseline. Gayhart's going to range over, and he's going to pull that in just in front of the fence for the third out here in the bottom of the third inning. Averett pushes runners to second and third, but aren't able to push anything across. Score is going to remain 0-0 as we head to the top of the fourth inning when we return. And welcome back as the second baseman, T.C. Eads, steps in for his second plate appearance of the day. Eads popped out to second base as he hits that up in the air, ranged over by Trailer, as he's going to pull that in for the first out here at the top of the fourth inning, just behind third base. As that will bring up the shortstop, number 11, Tanner Crow, for his second plate appearance. Crow struck out swinging back in the first inning. First pitch from Tuggle, called the ball off the outside corner.
How was the last spell? I know it was like AHNNIS or something.
1-0 offering, swung on, fouled. And even the count here at 1-1.
You're not supposed to say, like, things where it's like not honest. Yeah. That was 1-1, that and out of Kings.
As that's going to get down low in the zone, going to be called a ball. Pushes the count here to 2-1. Two-one offering here. Runs inside, pushes the count here to 3-1. Togo gets a quick out here to open the top of the fourth inning, but finds himself down 3-1. That's going to be swung on, fouled back, pushes the count here to full. Averett coach Robbie Swab out of the dugout to grab that foul off. As that's going to be fouled back as well. As I believe that's the third time this at bat. Crow's fouled one off himself. Count's going to remain here at 3-2. 1 out, top of the fourth inning. 3-2 delivery here from Tuggle. Be swung on, hit back out to center field. That's going to go down as a single for Crow. Be his first hit of the day. As that's going to give way here to the first baseman, number 17, Logan Gayhart. Gayhart flew out to left field to open the second inning. It'll be the second hit of the day for the Mountaineers. They're going to even Averett with that hit. Both teams 2 hits apiece here through 3 innings. That's going to run just inside for a ball. Looked good from our angle up here, but home plate umpire probably has a better angle. He called that off the inside corner. 50th pitch of the day here for Tuggle. As he's going to swing on that and foul it back, even the count here at 1-1. Crow held on at first base by Hart. Cougars double play depth up the middle. Wall playing just behind third base. 1-1 offering as the runner takes off. Throw down by McKinney. It's going to get away. Almost held up enough to get Crow, but Crow's going to slide in just ahead of the tag. And go down as a stolen base there by Crow. I believe the count's going to be 2-1 here to Gayhart as he's going to swing through that. Was exactly 2-1. That's going to even the count here at 2-2. Crow moved up 90 feet on the last pitch, stealing second. Decent throw by McKinney, but wind out there is playing a factor today as it tailed off towards Hatcher, who was covering on the play. As that's going to be hit out to right field. Lancaster gives chase. Crow's going to tag. Lancaster to pull it in, but Crow's going to advance 90 feet as that's going to be cut off by Hatcher out behind second base. It'll be the second out here in the top of the fourth inning. Berea pushes Crow 90 feet back up to third base as the designated hitter, number 4, Andrew Aiken, steps in. Aikens struck out looking for the second out back in the second inning. As that gets in for a called strike. Cougars looking to escape a runner on third situation here. 2 outs, top of the fourth inning. As that's going to be fouled back as Tuggle jumps out early here. 0-2 to Aikens. Cougars straight up defensively. Great stop there by McKinney, as that's not an easy play. Tuggle tips his cat there to the junior backstop as that would have scored a run, but good job there by McKinney to anticipate that slider on the outside corner and slide over. And not much of a prayer on that one, but managed to knock it down with a glove. 1-2 offering, swung through and missed. Great job there by McKinney to keep the inning alive as Tuggle strikes out his 5th batter of the game. Keeps the score here at 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning when we return. And welcome back for the bottom of the fourth inning as Ryan Traylor will lead things off here for the Cougars. Josh Wilson returns for his 4th inning of work. And Cougars are going to have a new first base coach as Kyle Vadano is going to take over out there for TJ Vericola. Looking like Coach Kenny Fleming's opting to get the senior a little action after a season-ending injury earlier on in the year. First pitch here to Traylor. Taken for a called strike. For those of you tuning in, Vadano, one of those guys that's really been a staple in the Cougars' order, went down early on with a leg injury, but 72 stolen bases in his career, second all-time, as that misses low outside to even the count here at 1-1. He'll leave here as number 2 all-time in stolen bases, top 5 in runs scored, and then just cracked the top 10 this year in career hits, as that's going to be fouled back by Trailer, driving the count here to 1-2. So good to see Vidano getting out there and getting a little action today. 1-2 offering here from Wilson. Fouled back. Vidano, one of those great kids. I know he did a lot of internship with us back in the fall. Hard worker, has been an excellent senior role model for this freshman class, as that's going to miss outside, even the count here at 2-2. Trailer hitting .333 on the year. As that's hit out to right field. Zachary playing in shallow as he's going to pull that in for the first out here, bottom of the 4th inning.
Now batting number 2, Brandon Hatcher.
As that's going to bring up Brandon Hatcher for his second plate appearance. Hatcher grounded out to shortstop to open the 2nd inning. Hit .222 on the year. Normally that probably gets down for a hit out there by Trailer, but with the wind blowing in today, Berea opting to play the outfield in, as that's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. As that's going to miss outside here, run the count here to 1-1. Hits hard to come by today through 2 games. Wind playing a big factor in today's action, as that's going to miss outside, drive the count here to 2-1. A lot of balls that normally carry on normal days have been caught in the gaps, and then a lot of balls that usually drop in have been staying up. As that gets fouled off down the line, evens the count again here at 2-2. 2-2 offering here to Hatcher. Taking low outside for a ball. That will be the 50th pitch of the day here for Wilson. Through 3 1/3 innings. That's going to be hit out by Hatcher down the right field line, but that's going to get out of play. Hatcher hanging tough here, 3-2. 1 out here, bottom of the 4th inning. As that's going to be hit out to Crow at shortstop. He's going to fire across the diamond, and they'll get Hatcher here for the 2nd out, bottom of the 4th inning, as the 3rd baseman, Corey Wall, steps into the plate.
Now batting number 9, Corey Wall.
Wall hitting .188 on the day, or .188 on the year. Did collect the first hit for the Cougars back in Game 1. Struck out swinging back for the 2nd out back in the 2nd inning. As that's going to be hit out by Wall down the first baseline. Gayhart's going to give chase, but it's going to get back out of play. Correction, stayed in play, but back out of range. Wall down 0-1. One offering here from Wilson. Going to miss up in the zone for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1. 1-1 offering, called the ball, outside corner. Two-one offering, taken, called a strike. Two-seam action on the outside corner here. It's going to even the count here at 2-2. 2-2 offering here to Wall. Just runs off the outside corner. Good eye there by Wall. Wilson went back to the same location, but just missed a little bit outside to run the count to full. Full count offering here from Wilson. Swung on through, as that's going to be this 4th strikeout of the game here for Wilson, as he's going to keep the Cougars off the board here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Score tied 0-0 when we return. As Tuggle finishes his warm-up pitches here, top of the 5th inning, he heads out for his 5th inning of work. As the third baseman, Cambridge Dacey, steps in for his second plate appearance of the day. Dacey singled back in the 2nd inning. Offering from Tuggle. Check swing, called strike. Tuggle steps off, asks for the signs again. 0-1 offering. Fastball outside corner, called a strike. Tuggle up 0-2 here to Dacey. That's going to run inside for a ball. Push the count here to 1-2. See if Tuggle opts to stay with a fastball or goes with a breaking pitch here. Kenny outside corner. And they do. They go fastball outside corner. Call strike 3. That's going to be the first out here in the top of the 5th inning. That's going to be the 6th strikeout of the game so far for Matt Tuggle. That's going to bring up the left fielder, number 13, Nicholas Bottom. Bottom struck out swinging back to end the 2nd inning. That's going to be a called strike. As that's going to be hit out, popped up. Called off by the first baseman, A.J. Hart, for the 2nd out. As that will bring up the right fielder, number 10, Bryce Zachary, for his 2nd plate appearance of the day. Zachary grounded out to shortstop to open the 3rd inning. Offering. Fastball, low in the zone, called a ball. That's going to be swung on, popped up, back out of play though. That's going to even the count here at 1-1. Tuggle currently sits at 65 pitches on the day through 4 innings of work. Needs 1 out here to get out of the 5th inning. As that's going to be taken for a call strike outside corner. Push the count here to 1-2. Tuggle looking to put another 0 up in the run column here. As that's going to be a fastball low in the dirt. Just gets by McKinney. Don't see that very often. Ball get past McKinney there, but nobody hurt. Evens the count here at 2-2. As that's going to be taken for a ball, pushing the count here to full count. Three-two offering. Swung through and missed. That will be the 7th strikeout of the day, as Mac Tuggle has put up 5 scoreless innings so far. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score remaining 0-0 when we return. And welcome back as the designated hitter number 15, Dante George, steps into the box. His second plate appearance of the day, struck out swinging back in the second inning. He steps in to face Wilson for his fifth inning of work. Currently sits 4 strikeouts for the day. First pitch, swung on, line back up the middle. It's going to go down as a leadoff single here for George. As that will bring up the first baseman, number 8, A.J. Hart. Hart singled back to open the third inning. Managed to get around to third base, but the Cougars were unable to push runners across. Hart looking to duplicate his first at bat here. This will be the 60th pitch of the day for Wilson. As George takes off, this is going to be popped up. That's going to get down. As they're going to get a force out there. That's going to go down as an 8-6, 8-4 put out there at second base. Is a tough play for George there, as a center fielder knew he could get him off, so he kind of let that drop in front of him, as that's going to bring up Hunter Collins for his second plate appearance.
Now batting number 30, Hunter Collins.
Collins flew out to right field back in his first plate appearance. He takes that for a ball in the outside corner. Hart leads off first for the Cougars. Taken for a called strike. Count evens up 1-1 here. As that's going to be swung through and missed. Count's going to be 1-2 now. Lancaster waits on deck for the Cougars. 1-2 offering here. Breaking ball just off the outside corner. That evens the count here at 2-2. Good eye there by Collins. Normally a pitcher. Probably knows the strike zone pretty well. That's going to be hit on back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. He'll step on second, but good job there by A.J. Hart to get down, not interfere with the runner, as they're only able to get one at second base, as Lancaster will step into the box after Collins reaches on a fielder's choice.
Now batting number 23, Andrew Lancaster.
Lancaster singled. Back in the second inning, or back in the third inning. Part of a 2-hit inning for the Cougars. Averett currently has 3 hits on the day. As that's going to be hit out to center field. Williams is going to range back, and he'll pull this in for the third out of the inning. Score is going to remain here 0-0 after 5 innings. We head to the top of the 6th inning when we return. And welcome back as we head to the top of the 6th inning. As the catcher Seth Wallingford is going to step into the box. Wallingford struck out looking back in the 3rd inning for the second out, as he'll step in to face Tuggle. Tuggle currently through 5 innings has 7 strikeouts, as he's going to get up 0-1 here to Wallingford. As mentioned earlier, Tuggle really has pounded the zone, as that's going to be the 70th pitch of the day, 51 strikes. As that's going to be hit out to right field. Lancaster's going to range in, call off the second baseman as he pulls that in for the first out here in the top of the 6th inning. And that will return us to the top of the order here as the center fielder Ty Williams steps in. Williams 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out in foul territory his first time up to third base and then grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd inning. One out here, top 6th. As Williams squares around, Wall ranges in. He's going to fire across. Going to be dug out, but not in time. As the ball gets past. That's going to go down as an infield single for Ty Williams and a throw-in error by the third baseman to allow him to advance to second base here. I will bring up the second baseman, T.C. Eads, for his 3rd plate appearance of the day. Eads popped up to second base back in the 1st and then popped up to shortstop in the 4th, excuse me. Williams leads off second, held on by Hatcher. As he squares around and tries to lay that down, but that's going to get fouled back. Berea looking to play small ball here. Score remaining 0-0. Would have been a tough play there by Hart as Williams did lay down a nice bunt. Had to range in, barehanded, and throw across the diamond. Hart tried to pick it out of the dirt, but would have been a tough play over there. Williams leads off second, held on by Trailer. That's going to be hit out to second base, fielded by Hatcher. Williams is going to advance 90 feet, but the Cougars are going to get an out here. Be 2 outs here, runner on third as the shortstop, number 11. Tanner Crow will step to the plate for his 3rd plate appearance. Crow, 1 for 2 on the day, struck out swinging back in the 1st and then singled in the 4th. That's going to be taken for a strike. Williams trying to mess with Tuggle a little bit down the 3rd baseline. Faked like he was going to try to come home, but held up about 30 feet down the line. 0-1 offering, swung through and missed. Tuggle finds himself up 0-2 here. Let's see if the veteran opts to stick to the outside corner like he normally does with a 2-seamer if he throws a breaking pitch here. As that's going to be swung on, hit out to left field. Collins ranges back. Not an easy play for a guy who hasn't played out there all year, but Collins pulls that in. Loud 3rd out here in the top of the 6th inning, but Matt Tuggle, through 6 innings, allowed 3 runs, struck out 7. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Score remains 0-0 when we return.
No runs, 1 hit.
And welcome back as the center fielder Zach DiCarlo steps in for his 2nd plate appearance. Struck out looking back in the 1st and then grounded out to the pitcher back in the 3rd. As that's going to be taken for a called strike. That's going to be hit out to right field. Zachary camps under it. He'll pull that in for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 16, Chase McKinney.
That will bring up the catcher, number 16, Chase McKinney, hitting .264 on the year. Does have 2 home runs. Leads the team with 17 runs batted in on the year. Has walked a team high 19 times. McKinney will take that high off the outside corner. Next pitch will be number 70 of the day here for Wilson. As that's going to be hit out to right field. Zachary gives chase over in fair territory, lays out, and he'll pull that in for the second out of the inning. Great defensive play out there in right field by Bryce Zachary for the second out.
Now batting number 5, Ryan Trailer.
As that will bring up the shortstop, number 5, Ryan Trailer. Currently hitting .330 on the year. Averett's top hitter. Wilson, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Trailer squares around a bunt. It's going to get inside for a called strike. Oh, 1 offering here to Trailer. Misses high inside. Evens the count here at 1-1. Trailer looking to get on base here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runs kind of a premium here. As that breaking pitch is going to be a called strike, 1-2. Neither team really getting anything going. Both teams have had runners at third. Berea twice, Averett once, but unable to push anything across. 1-2 offering here to Trailer. As that's going to get fouled back out of play. Count's going to remain here still at 1-2. Flag blowing in from left field, in towards left field. As that's going to be swung on, fouled off. Third baseman's going to give chase, but he's going to drop that and give Trailer here new life. Tough play with the wind here today. Cambridge Dacey ranged back on that, but hit out of the pocket of his glove and popped out. One-two offering here to Trailer. Taken for a ball in the outside corner. Evens the count here at 2-2. A lot of times scorers would probably issue that as a drop foul ball, but tough play there. Not really a routine play as they would call it, as that's going to be swung through and missed for the third out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Score's going to remain 0-0 when we return at the top 7. And welcome back to Owen Fulton Field as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Score remains 0-0 between the Averett University Cougars and the Berea College Mountaineers as the first baseman Logan Gayhart steps to the plate for his second plate appearance of the day. Or third plate appearance, excuse me. Gayhart 0 for 2 on the day with 2 flyouts. Tuggle's 0-0 offering here. Breaking ball, called strike. Tuggle approaching 80 pitches on the day, so you probably have to guess that this might be his last inning. As that's going to miss low outside, even the count here at 1-1. It is senior day for the seniors, so Coach Fleming may opt to let the right-hander go, but you'd have to guess that he's probably approaching the end of his start here. As that's going to be fouled off down the line. Push the count here to 1-2. Tuggle has pitched extremely well today, allowing just 3 hits through 6 innings while striking out 7. As that's going to be swung through and missed. It's going to be Tuggle's 8th strikeout of the game. First out here in the top of the 7th inning. As that will push the designated hitter number 4, Andrew Akins, to the plate here. .81 pitches on the day for Tuggle. As they're going to call that a check swing strike. I'm going to say Akins did go around. Home plate umpire. 0-1 offering here from Tuggle. As that's going to be a breaking ball or changeup, it looked like, swung through and missed. Count quickly 0-2 here. See if Tuggle opts to go to the fastball here or stick with off speed. Does elect to go back to the fastball but misses high. Push the count here to 1-2. After back-to-back changeups to open that at bat, you had to guess that the fastball was probably coming eventually. My guess is probably a slider in this situation, and it is. It's going to be hit back up the middle. Hatcher's going to range, fire across, but not going to be in time as Hart's going to cut that one off. Good play there by Hart, ranging over to knock that down to not allow Akins to advance another 90 feet to second base, but that will go down as a 1-out single here. As that will bring up the third baseman, Cambridge Dacey. Dacey, 1 for 2 on the day. Singled back in the second and then struck out looking back in the 5th. Ground ball here could end the inning for the Cougars. As that's going to miss off the outside corner, called the ball 1. Tuggle looking to induce a ground ball here. Berea 4 hits on the afternoon. As that's going to be fouled off, back out of play. Evens the count here at 1-1. Akins does have 2 stolen bases on the year. Has been caught 3 times, though. Chase McKinney does have an excellent arm behind the plate. As the pickoff attempt over at first base since Akins diving back in safely. Cougars opting to keep the double play in depth, or double play in line here. As he takes off, it's going to be hit down the third baseline. It's going to get foul. Berea coach Brian Hill did his best to get over to that one, but tough barehanded play down there on the third baseline. Tuggle ahead 1-2 here to Dacey. Akins leads off first. Let's see if he opts to take off again. Pick-off attempt from Tuggle. Dacey back ahead. No dive on that play. Outfield straight up here for the Cougars. Corner straight up. Middle of the infield back in double play depth. 1-2 offering here. That's going to be a fastball just off the outside corner. Good job framing there by McKinney, but a home plate umpire probably thought that was a little bit low. Going to even the count here at 2-2. Two-two offering. Swung through, fouled back. That was the 90th pitch of the day here for Tuggle. Two-two offering here from Tuggle. Swung through, fouled back. And that's going to be swung through and missed. That'll be the 9th strikeout of the day here from Matt Tuggle. That will go down as the second out here at the top of the 7th inning. As that will bring up the left fielder, number 13, Nicholas Bottom. Bottom 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging back to end the second. Popped up to first base in the 5th. As that's going to be called strike. Tuggle looking to escape. A 1-out single here on the top of the 7th inning. Pickoff attempt since Aikens back to first. No dive. Cougars just opting to keep Aikens close here. He is a threat to run, as I mentioned, with 2 stolen bases. Has been caught 3 times, though. Bottom check swing, called strike. 0-2 count here. O2 offering here to bottom. Swung on, hit out to left field. That's going to get down the line. Hunter Collins is going to cut that off. Fire in is going to be cut off by Trailer, but not before. But not for the runners advance 90 feet. That's going to go down as a 2-out double here from Nicholas Bottom. Moving Aikens up 90 feet here to third base. As that looks like it's probably going to be it on the day here from Matt Tuggle as Coach Kenny Fleming heads to the mound. Fleming and Tuggle talking things over here at the mound. Looks like he's going to opt to stick with the right-hander here. Going to go down as a mound visit here for the Cougars. As I mentioned back in Game 1, both teams being issued this year 6 mound visits per 9 innings. An attempt to speed up the games a little bit, as this is going to put in the right fielder Bryce Zachary for his 3rd plate appearance of the day. Zachary 0 for 2 on the day as he hits that out to left field. It's going to get down. Collins is going to cut it off. Fire home. Going to be cut off at third base by Wall. It's going to have 2 runs score on the RBI single here in the top of the 7th inning. That will bring up the catcher, Seth Wallingford, here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Berea has pushed across 2 runs, currently 5 hits or 6 hits on the day. Tuggle looking to get out of the inning. Has pitched effectively despite giving up the 2 runs this inning. Currently sits at 9 strikeouts on the day, 97 total pitches, so most pitches he has thrown on the year. Matches the longest he has gone into a game in the 7th inning. Get down to the dirt. Stolen base attempt. They're going to fire down to second. That's going to go down as a stolen base, as it probably should have been picked out of the dirt there by Hatcher. Great throw by McKinney, but runner's going to get in just ahead of the tag. Count's going to be 1-1 here to Wallingford. Now runner on second base. Going to be hit out to second base, pulled in by Hatcher. He'll fire across to Hart. That will be the 3rd out of the inning. But Berea pushes 2 runs across here in the top of the 7th to take a 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning when we return. Averett trailing 2-0. And welcome back as the second baseman, Brandon Hatcher, steps in to lead things off here for the Cougars in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 2, Brandon Hatcher.
Hatcher 0 for 2 on the day. Grinded out to shortstop back in the 2nd and the 4th inning. Josh Wilson, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts through 6 innings. That's going to be low for a ball. That ball misses outside as well. Correction, 5 strikeouts on the afternoon for Wilson. Count quickly 2-0 here to Hatcher. Going to miss low as well. Pushes the count here to 3-0. 80 pitches on the day for Wilson. Hatcher looking to do a job here in the 4th spot, getting on as a leadoff runner here with no outs. Bottom of the 7th. Averett trailing 2-0. As that's going to miss outside as well. Good job there by Hatcher, as we just mentioned. Drawing the leadoff walk, as that will bring up the senior Corey Wall. For his third plate appearance of the day. 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Wall looking to do some damage here with nobody out. Runner on first. See if they opt to play some small ball here, or if Wall swings away. That gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Hatcher to advance. Go down as a ball. Count will be 1-0 here. Hatcher leads off first. 1-0 delivery, misses up high as well. As we're going to get a timeout here, as Berea is going to take a mound visit here, as the pitching coach is going to come out to the mound. Typically, that's what you see after a 4-pitch walk there to Hatcher to open the inning, and then 2 straight balls to Wall here. 6 straight balls to open the inning, as looks like Berea is going to get the pen up and warming here. Averett does have arms down in the bullpen as well. Looks like shortstop Ryan Traylor, currently in the game, as I just mentioned, at shortstop, is warming up down for the Cougars in the pen. It tend to be the go-to in the middle of the year, as Cougars would last with Tuggle for 4 or 5 innings until his arm got back into shape, and then Traylor would come in to finish after Tuggle in game 1. So you'll probably see Traylor come into pitcher here next inning. 2-0 count here to Wall. Hatcher leads off first, as that's going to be in for a called strike. Mound visit seems to pay off there, as first pitch comes in for a strike after 2-1 offering here to Wall. As that's going to come outside for a called strike outside corner. Count quickly evened here at 2-2. Really darkening up here at Owen Fulton Field. Wind still blowing hard, as that curveball is going to miss high. Push the count here to Wall, excuse me. Hatcher held on by Gayhart. Not a big lead over there at first base, as that's going to be hit through the right side out into right field. Hatcher's going to hold up at second base. That will go down as a single there for Wall, as that will bring up the designated hitter, number 15, Dante George here. Cougars have runners on first and second with no outs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Now batting number 15, Dante George.
Cougars looking to rally here, put 2 or 3 runs up on the board in the bottom of the 7th inning to erase the loss so far for Matt Tuggle, if the score should remain as it is. Tuggle currently sits at 0-4 on the year. As we mentioned earlier, we're going to have a pinch runner here, as number 18, Tyler Bianco, is going to come in for Corey Wall. But as we mentioned, Tuggle 0-4 on the year, but record not indicative of how he has pitched this year, as he currently leads the team with a 3.67 earned run average, as George steps in for his second plate appearance. Currently 1 for 2 on the day, singled in his last at bat. As mentioned, Tyler Bianco takes over the duties as a pinch runner. They're going to have a pickoff attempt at second base, as that's going to go down as a 1-4 PO, as they get Brandon Hatcher at second base. So one out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bianco leads off first base. George at the plate. Wouldn't be surprised to see Bianco off on the pitch, as that will be taken for a called strike. Tough break there for the Cougars. Getting picked off second with no outs. Bottom of the 7th inning. Looking to rally after giving up 2 runs in the top half of the inning. As that's going to be a breaking ball called strike. Next pitch will be the 90th pitch of the day here for Wilson. Bianco leads off first. Small lead. As that's going to run up in the zone. Push the count here to 1-2. Hart waits on deck for the Cougars. Time call by George. And that's going to be hit out, popped up behind. Left fielder is going to call that off. And that will go down as the second out of the inning. Bianco will have to go back to first base.
Now batting number 8, A.J. Hart.
As that will bring up A.J. Hart. Hart, 1 for 2 on the day, has reached base safely twice this game, singling back in the 3rd and reaching via fielder's choice back in the 5th. Bianco on first. Pickoff attempt since Bianco diving back into first. Offering here to Hart. Swung on, hit out to third base. Fires across the diamond, and that will go down as the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Avery puts runners on first and second, but are unable to push anything across. Berea leads 2-0 as we head to the top of the 8th when we return.
40.
And welcome back as Matt Tuggle returns for his 8th inning of work, his longest start of the year. Coach Fleming electing to stay with the senior right-hander here as Berea will be returning to the top of the order as center fielder Ty Williams returns to the plate. Williams 1 for 3 on the day. Popped out back in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd, and singled back in the 6th inning. This will be the 100th pitch of the day for Tuggle. That's going to be a called strike outside corner. Most pitches he's thrown on the year. Cougars did have shortstop Ryan Traylor warming up in the bottom half of the inning, as that's going to be outside, called for a strike as well. Would not be surprised if Tuggle can strike out Williams here if Coach Fleming is going to elect to go give the right-hander a send-off, as that's going to miss outside for a ball. Push the count here to 1-2. Right-hander has pitched exceptionally well today, allowing 6 hits, striking out 9 and just 2 runs. Another quality start turned in by the right-hander, as that's going to miss low, pushing the count, or even in the count, to 2-2. Looks like the Cougars do have action down in the pen, as do the Mountaineers. As that's going to be hit down the left field line. It's going to bounce in just inside the line. Collins going to range over. But Williams is going to roll into second base with a leadoff double. As that will bring up the second baseman, T.C. Eads. His fourth plate appearance of the day. 0 for 3 on the day. Popped out back in the first and fourth, and then grounded out to second back in the sixth inning. Eads steps in. 0-0 offering here from Tuggle. Squares around a bunt. Called strike, though, on the outside corner. One offering here from Tuggle. He squares around, fouls that one back. Quickly down 0-2 here. You'd have to guess the sacrifice situation is probably going to be off here because a fouled bunt strike here would be the third strike. Hart playing it on the grass, anticipating potentially another bunt. 0-2 offering, hit out, fouled down the line, back out of play. Utu offering again here to Eads. As that's going to be swung on for a strike 3. 10th strikeout of the day for Matt Tuggle. That will be the first out here in the top of the 8th inning as the shortstop, number 11, Tanner Crow, steps to the plate. Crow 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out back in the first, singled in the fourth, and then flew out in the sixth. Williams leads off second. Swung on, hit out to left field. Collins ranges in, but called off by Traylor. Good job there by the shortstop as Collins gave a good run to it, but Traylor read that well off the bat and pulled it in for the second out.
Now batting number 17, Logan Gayhart.
I'll bring up the first baseman, number 17, Logan Gayhart, for his fourth plate appearance of the day. 0 for 3 on the day. Flew out back in the second and fourth and then struck out swinging to open the seventh. 110th pitch of the day for Tuggle. Called the ball off the outside corner. Love to see the right-handed senior go out with a win today. And that's going to be hit out to center field. DeCarlo ranges over. Had to go a long ways for that one as it looked like it was going to go right straight to center field, but the wind really carried it. But DeCarlo, excellent defensive center fielder with excellent speed, ranges over and pulls that in for the third out. Score's going to remain here 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Berea leads Averett 2-0 when we return. And welcome back for the bottom of the 8th inning as the Cougars going to elect to go to a pinch hitter here as number 41 junior Cody Jones is going to take over. He will play senior Hunter Collins. Alzar Jones will probably be just staying in here as a pinch hitter as the Cougars will probably elect to make some defensive changes here on the top of the 9th inning. But Jones steps in. Hit 256 on the year. Does have a home run, 9 RBIs. Is he going to take that for a called strike? 93 pitches on the day for Wilson. Jones, 21 hits and 82 plate appearances. Does have 6 doubles. As he'll take that outside for a ball. Evens the count here at 1-1. Has walked 8 times, been hit once. Does possess excellent pop in his bat, though. As he's going to foul that one off down the line. Pushes the count here to 1-2. Lancaster waits on deck here for the Cougars. As that will be swung on, fouled back. Catcher gave it a look, but it got back over the press box here. Count remains still 1-2. Berea 2 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Averett no runs on 4 hits and 1 error. No outs here. 1-2 count here to Jones, bottom of the 8th inning. And that's going to be lined out into center field. Great leadoff hit as it came off the bench. Pinch hit, leadoff hit for Cody Jones here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As that will bring up Andrew Lancaster. Lancaster 1 for 2 on the day, singled back in the 3rd, flew out to center field back in the 5th. As I anticipated, though, Winston will check in here for Cody Jones and probably take over the duties in either center or left field. Winston, typically the leadoff hitter for the Cougars, plays center field. Does have excellent speed as Lancaster takes that outside for a call strike. Winston 6 of 8 on the year in stolen bases. 2-run ball game, though. You probably have to guess he's probably not going to be off on this pitch. Pickoff attempt sends Winston back to first. Cougars looking to push a run here across in the bottom of the 8th inning. Going to be hit out to right field. Good job out there by Zachary. His ball carried a little bit to right field, but managed to pull that in for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Now batting number 10, Zach DiCarlo.
As that will bring up the leadoff hitter, center fielder number 10, Zach DiCarlo, looking for his first hit of the day. Flew out to right field in his last plate appearance. This will be the 100th pitch of the day here for Josh Wilson. Berea does have arms loose down in the pen. As that's going to be lined through the gap. That's going to go down as a 1-out single. Cougars have runners on first and second here. Great speed with their leading RBI man, Chase McKinney, stepping to the plate.
Now batting number 16, Chase McKinney.
Wilson sits at 100 pitches for the day. McKinney 0 for 3 on the day. Fouled out to right field back in his last plate appearance. Looking to come through here in the clutch for the Cougars. Down 2 runs as that pitch misses high. McKinney, a patient hitter, does have 19 walks on the year. Has only struck out 8 times. Guy that puts the bat on the ball. As that's going to miss down in the zone. Looks pretty close up here in the press box, but home plate umpire thought that missed in low in the zone. 2-0 count here to McKinney. Winston off second, DiCarlo off first. Hitting the gap, probably scores 2. DiCarlo does run very well. That's going to get hit down the right field line. It's going to land. Good job by Zachary to cut that off. Winston's going to round third. They're going to hold DiCarlo at third base. That's going to be a double as DiCarlo manages to get back ahead of the throw. That's going to be a One out. That's going to be a one RBI double down the right field line for Chase McKinney as Ryan Trailers are going to step in with runners on second and third. One out. And it looks like that's going to do it for the day for Josh Wilson. As skipper Brian Hill makes his way to the mound and takes the ball here from Wilson. Good job there today by Wilson. Senior left-hander making his last start for his career today. Currently tagged with just one run on the afternoon. As we're going to have a new pitcher on the mound waiting to get his number. But we turn the page on Josh Wilson, who pitches 7 1/3 innings, allowing 7 hits, 1 earned run, walking 1 while striking out 5. Turning an excellent start for the senior, as both pitchers have really pitched well today. 2 seniors out there on the mound, as it looks like number 18. Brandon Grider is going to take over on the mound. He'll face Trailer when we return, but in the meantime, Grider, making his 12th appearance of the year, has started 4 games, 2-2 on the year with a 7.93 ERA, has pitched in 42 innings, striking out 25. Opponents hitting .322 on the year against Grider. Averett hoping that remains in effect here with their top average guy, Ryan Trailor, at the plate here. Runners on first and second. We go back to the last at bat for the Cougars is Chase McKinney laced a double down the right field line, but Bryce Zachary, the right fielder for the Mountaineers, making an excellent play out there in right field. Cut that off down the line to cut off DeCarlo, who runs exceptionally well, as DeCarlo's started the at-bat at first base and was held up by third base coach Robbie Swab. Giving way to Trailer here with runners on second and third, McKinney off second, DeCarlo off third, Trailer at the plate. First pitch here from Grider. Fouled off down the line. Berea electing to pull the infield in here in a 1-run ball game. Both teams even here at 7 hits apiece. Trailer hoping to do some damage here, hitting the gap, probably scores 2. Looking to put a ball in the gap or lift a sacrifice fly. Right fielder Zachary playing very in here. McKinney dances off second, hit out to right field, gonna be camped under. DeCarlo's gonna tag up, head home, and he's gonna tie it on an RBI fly, or an RBI sacrifice fly to right field. When that came off the back, it didn't look quite deep enough, but McKinney managed to tag up on that as well. But great play by DeCarlo, who runs well, as Trailer lifted it just far enough out there to right field to tie this game at 2-2.
Now batting number 2, Brandon Hatcher.
Excellent job there by Trailer to do his job, lifting a fly ball to right field. Even with the wind, carried just enough to allow DeCarlo to score as Hatcher steps in for his third plate appearance of the day. McKinney, go-ahead run 90 feet away with McKinney at third base. Big gap between the shortstop and third baseman. They're going to get in for a called strike. Hatcher 0 for 2 on the day, walked in his last plate appearance. 0-1 offering to Hatcher. Looking to come through clutch, the freshman. As that's going to be swung through and missed. Pushes the count here to 0-2. Senior Dylan Roberts waits on deck. Should Hatcher reach here? Hatcher down 0-2. Grider's 0-2 delivery. Looks in, grabs his sign. Comes to his set. Delivers. That's going to be taken high up in the zone. Good job there by Hatcher. Cougars rallying here in the bottom of the 8th inning, down 2-0. Scoring 2 runs. Opportunity to push the go-ahead run across 90 feet away. As that's going to be taken off the outside corner. Close pitch there. Evens the count here at 2-2. Good eye there by Brandon Hatcher. 2-2 offering here from Grider. Coach Robbie Swab gives instructions to McKinney 90 feet away at third base. As that's going to run up inside. Pushes the count here to full count after being down 0-2. Hatcher's worked the count at 3-2. See if the freshman can keep the inning alive here. Grider swung on, hit through the left side. That's going to go down as an RBI single, 2 outs for Hatcher. That's going to push McKinney across the plate. Cougars are going to take a 3-2 lead here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Going to bring up Dylan Roberts. Great job there by the freshman being down 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. Get a fastball that he could do something with and ripped it through the left side just past the reach of the third baseman. As Roberts steps in, he takes the first pitch for a called strike. Roberts does have 1 bat on the year, 0 for 1. Averett rallying to give Matt Tuggle in line for the win here. This will be his first of the year. 0-1 offering here to Roberts. That's going to run high for a ball. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Cougars opt to go with trailer in the top of the 9th inning in a safe situation. Hatcher leads off first. 2 outs, 1-1 count. Swung on, fouled off by Roberts. It's like that hit off the mask of Wallingford behind the plate. I know from experience that doesn't exactly feel good. Even with all that gear, it does rock you for a second. 1-2 count here. Bottom of the 8th. Cougars lead 3-2. 8 hits on the day. Hatcher leads off first. And that's going to be taken for a called strike 3 outside corner. But not before Averett rallies for 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to take a 3-2 lead. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Averett's 3 outs away from picking up a doubleheader sweep when we return. And welcome back as we head to the top of the 9th inning here. Averett leading Berea 3-2 with the designated hitter number 4, Andrew Aiken, stepping to the plate. Akins 1 for 3, on the day. Struck out his first 2 plate appearances, singled back in the 7th, and came around to score. As Matt Tuggle enters for his 9th inning of work, currently sits at 10 strikeouts for the day, as that pitch is going to miss inside for a ball. 112 pitches on the day. No doubt his longest outing of the year, as that's going to be swung on and missed. Evens the count here at 1-1. Coach Kenny Fleming opted to stick with the senior, let him finish this out. As Averett rallying, giving the senior a chance to get his first victory of the season. 1-1 offering, fouled back, out of play. I know as a fielder out there, the pressure's on right now, especially for Tuggle, as you really want to hang on to this one. 1-2 offering, swung on, hit out to third base. Pulled in by Hatcher. He'll fire across the diamond. Great play there by the freshman. Had to range over in the gap, spin around, and made a fantastic throw across the first base to get the first out of the inning. Go down as a 5-3 putout in the book as the third baseman, number 15, Cambridge Dacey, steps in for his 4th plate appearance of the day. Dacey, 1 for 2 on the day, singled back in the 2nd and struck out in his past 2 plate appearances. As that's going to be called strike. Be a called strike, on the outside corner. Tuggle jumping out 0-1 here. Cougars 2 outs away. As that's going to be hit back up the middle for a single. That will bring up the left fielder, Nicholas Bottom, as it looks like Coach Kenny Fleming is going to opt to go to the bullpen here. Interesting to see what the defensive substitution here. It looks like Sawyer Smith is getting ready to come into the game, as he'll probably enter for Ryan Trailer, or he'll probably enter for Ryan Trailer, as that will turn the page on Matt Tuggle's day. We'll be back with the defensive substitutions when we return after these brief messages. Hey, welcome back. For the top of the 9th inning as Ryan Trailer takes over on the mound. Still trying to figure out the defensive substitution here, but left fielder Nicholas Bottom takes over at the plate, as that's going to be fouled back. The count here to 0-1. Trailer enters in a save situation here. Dacy leads off. That's going to run outside. Even the count here at 1-1. As that's going to be called strike on the outside corner. Count 1-2 here to bottom. Cougars 2 outs away from hanging on to a 3-2 victory. As that's going to run off the outside corner, 2-2. Dacy leads off first. Held on by Hart. 2-2 offering, going to be swung on, fouled off down the right field line, back out of play. Going to keep the count here at 2-2. So it did look like the substitution was Sawyer Smith came in for the designated hitter at shortstop. Killing the DH as Trailer will stay in the 3 slot, as that's going to be a call, strike 3 on the outside corner. Averett 1 out away here from hanging on to a 3-2 victory, as that's going to bring up the right fielder number 10, Bryce Zachary. Zachary 1 for 3 on the day, singled and drove in 2 runs back in the 7th inning. Has played exceptionally well out there in right field today for the Mountaineers. So yeah, as we were talking about, that's going to put Trailer is going to move from shortstop in the 3 slot to the pitcher, as that's going to be a call strike outside corner. Sawyer's going to come in for Dante George at the DH. As Coach Fleming's opting to keep Trailer's bat in the lineup. Dacy leads off first. 0-1 offering here from Trailer. Outside, good stop there by McKinney. 1-1 count here to Zachary. Both teams even at 8 hits apiece. As that's going to be swung through and missed. Count's going to run here to 1-2. Averett 1 strike away. I know everybody up here in the press box is on their rockers, is holding on, hoping Matt Tuggle can pick up the victory today. 1-2 offering. Call the ball off the outside corner. Excellent 2-strike pitch, though, there from Trailer. It's going to even the count here at 2-2, as a tough pitch for a hitter right there to lay off of, but not much you can do anything with. Two offering, swung through and missed. And that's going to go down as a 3-2 victory here for the Cougars, as Ryan Trailer comes in. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning to strike out back-to-back batters to slam the door for his first save of the year and pick up Matt Tuggle's first victory of the season. Averett's going to pick up a doubleheader sweep today at Berea College. For all my colleagues up in the press box, I'm your host, Joseph Swanson. We want to thank you for tuning in to Cougars Baseball, as this is going to wrap up the 2019 season. We want to thank you all for tuning in. It's been an enjoyable year. Averett's going to improve to 8-30 on the year, 5-18 in conference play. Berea will fall to 9-28 overall, 3-20 in conference play. As mentioned earlier, Matt Tugger will pick up his first victory of the season. Hard-fought victory for the senior right-hander, who pitched 1/3 of an inning into the 1 out into the 9th inning for his longest start, holding on for the victory, as both teams are preparing to shake hands here. Once again, I want to tune you in. We're signing off here from the press box, and as usual, I want to say, go Cougars. Thank you.